Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-shoots.com, and yeah, you're here for it. This is the 8th pick from the Jar of Destiny. Just think, it's almost this is 2 years worth of jar picking. So we're gonna put our hands in this, and if you haven't watched one of these videos before, what Mike did was he took every single style from the BJCP list, and he put them all on little wooden circles. And so what we're supposed to do is put our hand in there, pick out a wooden circle, and that's the style that we have 3 months to brew. Get the knowledge that one needs to put together a good recipe, execute that recipe, and then we bring that beer to the show and we taste it and talk more about it. And maybe we talk about what we learned too.
You want to discuss the elephant in the room?
What's the elephant in the room?
Well, we haven't done my beer yet.
Oh, that's right. Dang. What happened?
Well, so I got Imperial Stout.
Yeah, that takes a while.
It's mostly done fermenting.
Next week?
It really needs another week before I can transfer and carbonate. So I'll use a full week to carbonate it, but it's pretty much ready. I just haven't carbonated yet because I need more time to condition it. So that's one of the issues with the Jar of Destiny is some super long beers just didn't happen for this round. But it's coming after this, the week after this.
We make the rules up as we
make
go.
the rules.
It doesn't matter. The jar might have some say, but there's some things stuck together here.
This is the Jar of Destiny, right? It's not one of my other jars.
Totally kidding. All right, let's see what this is. Hopefully it's an ale. Dark British beer.
Oh.
That's 16D, foreign extra stout.
Nice.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Love it.
Perfect timing.
I can't wait.
All right, let me pull mine.
The last time I had one of these, I was on a Caribbean island.
Don't give me like some sort of wild
Probably
ale.
another funky beer, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting deep. Okay, I'll try this. The IPA category, 21B, which is Belgian IPA. Why not? Belgian IPA. All right, that's something different. I'll give that a go.
It is. It
I'll
is
give that a
something
go.
different.
All right, so tell me what you know about English.
Well, the foreign
foreign stout.
Yeah, foreign extra stout. So I don't know too much, but I can tell you that it drinks real nice warm on a beach bar. Maybe a little sweet, roasty, but I don't know. It's a little stronger than your typical stout in terms of its alcohol level,
Yeah.
but for me, it was drinking pretty easy when I had it. So I will be looking into more of it, but I think it's just your typical, I think, stout, Irish stout, just amped up a little bit.
Nice.
Amped up a bit.
I agree.
For export.
For export.
Right?
For export.
To
right, exactly.
sail across the sea.
Keep the people happy.
Yeah.
Belgian IPA. I think this is one of these categories that Americans just have to do.
Yeah.
They just, but no one does this really a whole lot anymore. So this was back when that IPA category just had all these
Exploded, yeah.
things thrown into it. But that being said, I was actually just reminded of, like, one of my very favorite Belgian beers is Le Chouffe, right? So, which is a golden strong ale.
Yep.
But they also make Hobgoblin, which is a Belgian IPA.
Oh,
and that's actually very good.
Yeah.
So maybe there is something to this Belgian IPA thing. I shouldn't poo-poo on it right away. But so I'm going to research that beer, think about it a little bit more. I think the real challenge with Belgian IPA is mixing together a little bit of Belgian fermentation with the appropriate hop flavors.
Yeah, so what would you...
Restraining funk, but really getting the dryness, a little bit of that candy syrup type of, it's going to be golden, it's going to be really light in color, but it's going to have some of that Belgian ale, crystalline, like malt type flavor to it, I think.
Would you stick with English hops, or would you go with Pacific Northwest hops, or would you go full New Zealand, Australian hops?
I think I don't know. I think traditional Belgian IPA is an invention before we had a lot of those New Zealand hops, so I'd probably stay away from that. But But I wonder what the more current versions of Belgian IPA are doing. I think what I can see is trying to marry together some of the earthy spiciness of like something in your Goldings, but then the real challenge, we're trying to play out some of those fruity, herbally characters of some of your like other noble hops with those yeast strains tend to sort of make them do some interesting things.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I'm thinking like a healthy punch of Challenger hops.
Maybe.
Like that might work well, but that's just me, just off the top of my head. All right, so 8th picks. The results of 7th pick for Mike will be on YouTube very soon.
Very soon.
But we needed an extra week to let it condition and have a good experience for next week, hopefully. So 16D and yours was 21B. To be determined and brewed and tasted probably before the end of the year. So how about that? Jeez.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
2023, almost done. I can't believe it. Time is accelerating.
Yes.
I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's a smaller percentage of my life at this point. All right. That moment of existential crisis was brought to you by These Brew Dudes. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Check out the playlist of the Jar of Destiny. Every single pick and the introduction, I think, yeah, the introduction was to the first pick, and every beer that came from it are all on YouTube. And then if you will go to our blog, you'll find them there too. I've tried to do a good job of interlinking all the tasting videos and all the picks together. So, anyway, talk to you next week. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. Brew on.
Cheers.